Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. I've been looking through my fatwood stores, and while I've got a lot of the Bunnings stuff to go, and I've got a little bit of the Big W stuff to go, I thought I'd start looking at the fatwood that my that a good friend of mine harvested for me a fair while ago. It'd have to be 2 or 3 years ago now. And I've had it all wrapped up in plastic, and it's, while it is brittle and that, it is some, I didn't realise how good it was, because on the outside of it, it's doesn't look real good at all, but I started getting into it, and it is got some really nice bacon in it. Like, this black stuff here is resin, pure resin. So I've been processing it down. This is just a shard off one piece. I had a piece that was about this big. So I've been processing it down. Let's have a look at how it burns. That's just a bag of the bit that I had. Good bit of some fluff at the bottom there. It smells really nice. Now this is old. As I said, it's probably 2 or 3 years at least. At least 2 or 3 years old. So I don't know how, but I have had it all wrapped up in plastic. So I don't know how potent it will be. It still smells really good. It is going. Lots of resin there, black coming straight off it. As I said, I'm trying to get into some practice with my ferro rod. That's why I wanted to break this up, because it is old. So I want to go through and get it burned off as well. So yeah, this is just an experiment I wanted to. So if you do store it and wrap it up in plastic, it doesn't seem to affect it too much. Well, that's the resin's coming off that. It's black smokers, no dramas. But as you see in that piece there, that's a good piece of fatwood. Now that was harvested, as far as I can remember, off my mate's property. It wasn't a property, it just a 5-acre suburban block that he had, that here in the suburbs. Well, so sort of, it was a fair bit outside of Brisbane here, and he was harvesting bits and pieces of fatwood from around the place, because he had a fair few pine trees around on that little place, and he was getting some good fatwood. Couple of them had fallen over. So yeah, that, as far as I know, that was where he was getting his fatwood from. But as you can see, and that is very hot, even though we're in the middle of summer too. I'm doing it in the middle of the day. It's not popping and sizzling like normal fatwood does, but yeah. And as I was processing it, was very brittle, and it didn't scrape and fluff like some of the fatwood does. I think the other newer stuff tends to be a little bit more wet. It's still very sticky, like you can feel it. It sticky on your hand, and that, like that there is very sticky still. So yeah, the resin's definitely still in there. But as you saw, I still have it all wrapped up in plastic even now. So yeah, just as I'm processing it. But I will go through all my stores and continue to process it down. And I'm not going to, like, this will just for practice for me. I want interesting just to see how it goes. But I'm going to definitely go through my Bunnings stuff first, because and I probably will buy more of it too, just to keep going with that. But I've got another mate, I'm yet to catch up with him, and he says he can get me onto fatwood too. So I will be, as far as I know, be able to harvest some more. So hopefully I'll be able to get some more fresh stuff, and then that will allow me to process some of this older stuff I've got, and then I'll just be able to feed through and process it through and keep practicing. So anyway, that's what I wanted to do today with this bit, and just show you how. So even if you do store it for like this, and this is quite old, this is at least 2 or 3 years old, so sitting in storage, all wrapped up in, I double wrap it. So I put it in Glad wrap first, or cling wrap, and then I put it in bags, Ziploc bags. So yeah, it's all double wrapped, at least double wrapped in there. So yeah, it doesn't diminish over time. But if you just leave it even in a Ziploc bag without wrapping it up in cling wrap, I don't think it's going to last as well over time. But anyway, yeah, just another experiment that I wanted to share for long-term reasonably long-term storage of fatwood. And yeah, it does tend to go a bit brittle. That was the biggest thing that I did find. It was very brittle as I went through. It seemed to not process as easy as far as that went. But as you saw, it took a spark pretty easy, and yeah, one strike got it going, and it seems to burn all right, and yeah, lasted quite a while and burned up all right. So yeah, no dramas whatsoever. But anyway, I'll just let that burn out, and we'll sign off. Thanks for watching.